A very warm welcome to the Trading Mentors. This is Chris here. Hope you are well. In this video, I'm going to go through something that is going to be so useful and powerful. It's probably the best video that I've done for a long time, if that makes any sense, because it's going back to basics. It's going back to simplicity where anyone follow. And for most of you who are trading for the first time, or beginners, or been just trading for a couple of years, one of the things you will do, you'll blow your account a few times if you haven't done that already. Because that's exactly what I done 30 years ago. And what always happens, I always come back to the basics in the early days, and then I started making money. And so what you will do, you will go to the 5-minute chart, you go to the 15-minute chart, you will do scalping, you'll be doing day trading, you'll be swing trading, and then you'll be totally confused. So what I'm going to say to you is to keep it simple. To be a successful trader, you need to keep it simple and don't spend any time on the charts. Often I say, I'll show you how to make money and work 20 minutes a day. But this simple system is 10 minutes a day. So if you are looking to make money, I drastically tell you to stop trading right now, because professional traders don't look at the charts all day. It's just a fallacy. It just doesn't happen. And for most people who are looking at their 5-minute chart, their 1-minute chart, then you are just going to blow your account, and certainly without coaching and training and tuition. So go and blow your account if you want to. But what I'm going to show you now is a double entry. And what I mean by this, in many of my previous videos, my students who've been following me, I enter on a double sell or a double buy. So this is just confirmation, double confirmation that you're going in the right direction, certainly for, in this instance, a day or two or a week or two. Position trading is where you put on the position and you just let it go. Now I'm going to show you a position I've had on gold for some time, and I'm going to take it off today. So you'll be having a look at that, and that's a position trade on gold. So this is the pound yen. This is something that most people like a lot, because it moves a lot. It gives you great opportunities to make money. So if you're serious about learning how to become a pro trader and make a lot of money, trade less. And if you're serious about making a lot of money, then you need coaching. Because if you're not making money in it, you need to either give up or learn how to do it properly. And I'm here to help you. I don't charge 20,000 quid like some people. You see these adverts. I'm not going to mention his name, with his Rolls Royce and his helicopters. He was in the Grand Canyon recently. He gets you in a room and he then takes you in another room and charges you £20,000. I don't do that. I don't need to. I charge you a few hundred quid and that's it. So anyway, let me crack on with this. This is a daily chart. I've cleaned it up. So some people think, well, where's that gone? Where's this gone? Well, I've just cleaned it up because I just want to explain how this works and why it works and how successful it is. So this is the pound yen. And what we're looking for here, we have red arrows and red sells. We have green arrows and green buys. So in all of my systems, green is a buy, red is a sell. Very, very simple. So even beginners can learn this. Even my 6-year-old grandson will know that this is a buy and that this is a sell. It's red, it's a sell. It's green, it's a buy. I often put that in my social media. It makes me laugh because it's so simple. I don't know why people get it so wrong. But anyway, let me explain this a little bit more detail. And what I'm actually going to do is show you where the entries are, and I'm also going to show you how you manage the position to lock in profits and minimize your risks as the journey continues. But let me just show you a couple of things. You're going to find this fascinating. I can just feel it in my bones. So here we go. Let me just, I've drawn some arrows here already. So what we're looking for green arrows for a buy, but we're also looking for double entries. So the green arrow is usually first, and then the buy, which is the most powerful one, is the entry. Okay, so the buy is the entry. So that's a warning to buy. That's a buy. So if this happens within a couple of days, then and goes green, then you have a buying opportunity. Let's see what that's worth there. Let's say you get in there. So that up to that red arrow is worth 609 pips. Okay, let's do another one. So we have a warning for a sell, and we have a sell. Within a few days, you don't want big gaps on these things. So let's say you got in about there, you've got an arrow there. 219, that's a small profit. So here's another one here. Warning for a buy, and buy, so you got in about there, let's say, I don't know, say the next day. And you have a sell there, 198 pips. Double entry, warning for a sell, sell. Red means sell. And so you would sell. So once you've got the sell signal. Now this appears on your screen. Now the first one repaints. It does move around a little bit, so it's not as strong as the double entry. So, but this buy and sell entry is a leading indicator, and it doesn't repaint. So it's highly accurate. So when you see that, you've just got to get in quickly. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So red means sell. What would you have made there? Another buy entry there. 408 pips. Here's a big one. The closer the signals are to each other, the more powerful it is, and the bigger the move usually. So you have a buy there. Let's say you get in a little bit late. Let's say there, and then you go up to there. 842 pips. Does that sound something that you could work with? And does that sound like something that would make money? And does that sound like something that might only take 10 minutes a day? I think it would. Now, if you don't get a double sell, then don't use it because it's a weak signal. Now, let me explain this a little bit, because this buy signal is strong. The sell signal is strong. Okay, they are the big ones. They're the most important ones, the buys and sell signals here. This is part of the advanced course coaching chart. But there is one here. You can't see it, but there is an arrow, a green arrow, and a buy at the same time. Now this is powerful. So let's see what this is. So you get in there and get out about there. Let's go down a bit more. 714 pips. Keep it real. So here's one here. Double signal. So you get halfway through that day, let's say. The maximum is 426 pips. If you held it to the arrow, I don't know, 200 pips. We're coming to a live situation now. Current price, don't know what it is. It's Heikin-Ashi charts. So it's about 160, 180, I think. And double entry here. Sell here. Ooh. Maximum 416. You'd still be in that now. Okay, so you get the picture. So what I'm going to do now is dial down. What I'm also going to do in this video, going to go on a little bit, so I do apologise, but I'm going to go over not head and shoulders, double stop, double tops and double bottom trading for those guys who are interested in that, just so you get a flavour of that technique. Because you never stop learning in this business. You just think you've got a chart which is working well, but hey, there's always better charts. There's always better ways to get into a move. And this is simply one method. And the the best method, in my view, to actually get into a trade and just let it go swimming, go and play golf, go and do whatever you want to do, because there's only one reason you are here listening to this. There's only one reason that you want to learn to trade, and it's not for the money. It's not for the money. I know in the beginning that's the only reason you're here, but it's really not. It really, really is not. And you might say, well, that's all right for you to say. But at the end of the day, you've got to think about what this is achieving for you. And what you're doing is learning to trade for freedom. Learning to trade so you don't have to work. Learning to trade so you can just go and do whatever you want, whenever you want, at any time. So you're buying freedom. The only way you can do that is to have a system where you don't have to be at your chart all day long. Okay? So this is one system which will actually maximize the move. Doesn't matter how much, what the move is, whether it's 1,000 pips or 200 pips, it doesn't matter. It's getting you into a position, so if it's going to collapse, if it's going to go to the moon, then you will be in it. So I've dialed down now to the 4-hour chart on the pound yen, and we've got a double buy on the pound yen on the daily. So this is how we would manage it. So in the first instance, when you see that it's red, it's a sell, but there's no sell. We've got a double buy on the daily. But this is what happens when we get a break. So first thing to note is on this candle, 10 a.m. on the 30th of May. So we have the break of the downtrend, price moving higher. We have a trend line confirmation, confirming where the price is going to go, by the way. And so let me just wind it forward now so you can see how we manage it in the real world. So this is a 4-hour chart, so it's very slow. You're not looking at this every minute of the day. You are coming back to it every day. So let me explain first of all what we're doing there is waiting for the background to go green. So remember, green is a buy, red is a sell, but only with the trend. So we would enter somewhere around here. Let's say, take note, 161.35. Our stop would be below this blue line, at least, somewhere about 159.66. Because you're going to be holding this position for a while, and because it's a proper position trade, your stops will be wider. So if you're trading a very small account, it's very difficult to manage, and some of you are learning this. I risk 1% or 2%. That's the maximum I risk on each position. I'm not willing to go any further than that. I'm not going to risk 10%. Now, if you've got a couple $100 or $500 or £500 in your account, very difficult to trade 1% or 2% because the mini lots don't allow you for that. So just be aware of that. But here we go. So 161.50, let's say, and let's go forward. Now we're not looking at this every minute of the day. Every day for 10 minutes we're coming back. So on this day, on the 6th of June, we've gone in on the 30th of May, say, 6th of June, now a week later, we're moving our stop with the bottom of this green line because that is the support area. The price is supported by this. Okay, so there, notice that there. Let me stop you right there. So on the 9th of June, doesn't matter what the time is because you're always going to give something back to the market once you get into a position. Now let's do the maths. 161, about there. Now don't forget, you've done no work here. All you've done is moved your stop with the green bottom support area. Now overnight you'll be moving your stop to there, 166.40, 166.40. You've locked in 511 pips. Who cares what happens after that? All right, so there we have the arrow. If you can get out on the arrow at a better position, then you're going to bank 646 pips. How does that sound to you? Let's wind it forward and see what happens. Doesn't matter really what happens now because you've made your money. Okay, so that is a really good signal to say get out now. Okay. Now you had opportunities here to get out, didn't you? You could have got out there, you could have got out there, but you're not looking at this every minute of the day, so you're not going to be able to do that. So, and you want to hold it on for as long as possible, because when you get the buy signals on the daily together or very close to each other, that's a very strong signal. So in the past week, we've had a double sell signal on the daily. So let's see what happens next. I'm going to freeze it there. You've got a sell signal. The price is getting ready to go red for sell, remember. And there it is. There, the breakdown is the important key here. See this trend line here? This is a support area. So once you get that position here, 163.30, let's say, then you can place your stop up here, 166.50. How do you manage it? Freeze it there. You can see that this resistance area is where your stop. Your stop would be above here somewhere, or above that red line actually would be sufficient, because if it shoots straight back up, then of course you don't want to be in it anyway. You want to minimize your losses. However, once you manage this position, your stop is then 164.63. You probably got, you know, far less risk on the table, and so therefore away it goes. Let's see where it goes to. So you have a buy signal there, another sell signal, and so we're live now. So that was worth 415 pips. Maximum. So well worth looking into. Let's go to the double top and double bottom method. You might be interested in it. So this is the double top, double bottom method. Quite straightforward actually. If you've not seen my video on YouTube regarding the chart formation, it's a lengthy video, 45 minutes on chart formations, and it's essential if you're just starting out to understand what these mean. And this piece of kit just actually draws them for you. So there's the top number 1, and you're looking for a top number 2. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me just close my position off on the gold. Looks like it's going the other way. So good enough for me for a couple of days work. 187,000. Now the other day I did say I would get up to 1.5 million. Didn't quite reach it, but it's now 1.466. So we're not going to complain too much, are we? So let's close that down for 186 something. Back to the charts. So this is the double top method, and it's quite useful to have these buy and sell signals on your chart. Again, part of the advantage. Less you've got to invest, speculate to, you know, whatever they call it. You've got to invest to get the knowledge. Here we go. So here's the top 2, or the second top. And all you're looking for is, this is an hourly chart. So again, it's not anything quick. We're not looking at a 5-minute chart or a 1-minute chart or anything like that. So there's the sell signal there. You could have got in there, 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 you could have got in there. And it looks like there's going to be another sell-off as well in the next few days or next few hours. There's a lot of data out this week, by the way, which does mean that trading might be light, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just chill out. We've got non-farm payroll this week on Friday. We've got the interest rate decision out of the Bank of England. We've got balance of trade out from Australia. Lots of information coming out this week. So that's a good method. If you like that method and you want to do that method, then contact me and I will show you how that works and coach you through it. These buy and sell signals are fantastic. Here's another great example, the pound USD. We had a double buy here on the 20th of July. So let's say you get on there on the next day. Current price 121.80. Somewhere about there, so 227 pips is that. This down, double sell here, everything going red. Simple, isn't it? And don't be baffled by how simple it is, by the way. One thing that happens once you get good, you think, well, it can't be this simple, and it is. Once you've seen it a few times, the systems work for themselves. Red is sell. Green is buy. Another one there. Don't know how much that's worth. You just know it's worth a lot of money. 373 pips, 400 pips. You can carry on counting these all the time. 350 pips. Not a double buy. That's interesting, isn't it? But it did move. Double entries are better. There's the big move. See that there? That's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Sell, sell. My goodness. It's going to be more than 800 pips. I've run out of room. All right, guys, that's it for today. Sorry I've gone on a bit. 22 minutes. That's a long time, isn't it? So, but I haven't chatted with you for a while because markets haven't been doing much. But I will give you some updates once we get the data out. Don't worry. We'll get some trades on board. We don't know if it's risk on or risk off at the moment because the data is due out this week. So we'll have to wait and see. From Chris here at the Trading Mentors. Have a brilliant day. Speak to you later.